Welcome back to another episode of Hard Locks. This is the NFL version, where every single week we go through every single NFL game on the slate, pick by
What the
spread, and
fuck?
see who is the better. Down there every single week, joining me on this episode is Chickster. How are we doing?
Okay, this is I know this we're recording, but I have to tell you this message. It says, guys and only guys, whenever y'all pee, have you ever peed out the side of your shorts? Like you pull up one of your legs of the shorts and you pee through the leg, like you pee through that way. That's
Why the fuck? Oh my
that was
god. Let
that
me, let
was
me guess
a
Mark
mess.
said that.
It was Mark, yeah.
Of
And that was
course it was.
it was the message I just got. That's why I saw it. Like I'm on my iPad and I saw it appear, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Jesus Christ.
I'm
All
great.
right.
I'm
Getting
great,
let's
actually.
getting back on track here. Alex killed it again last week. Going over the records. Alex went 10-6. Great job. I went 7-9. Not so great job. Alex has opened up a bit of a lead on me. I ain't gonna lie. Through the year so far, Alex is 36, 27, and 1. Very respectable. I'm below 500. 31, 32, and 1. So
Barely,
we got some work to do.
barely.
Barely,
And
but listen, it's still below 500.
and you're to be fair, you're beating me in college football. So go watch the college football one. He's got a little bit better lead on me. Humble pie, humble pie.
You know what? And you know it tastes good, don't it? I like it. All right. Our first game of the week is the Thursday night matchup. The Chicago Bears, who blew a massive lead to
That
Denver
shit was
last week.
horrible.
That's
Holy fuck.
awful. They're traveling to Washington to play the Commanders, and Commanders are favored by 5.5 points. This seems like a no brainer to me.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
Washington.
maybe free money, maybe not. But
Potentially free money.
it's got some juice in there, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna be on the Commanders.
I'm also riding with you on that. That is definitely a no-brainer for me. Next game up on the slate is another London game for Jacksonville. They are plus 5.5 to Buffalo, who looked awesome last week against Miami. I mentioned in last week's episode, if you haven't checked that out, go back, watch that really quick. Come back and join us in this one. I voiced a little concern that Miami might be taking a scale back just because they dropped 70 the week before.
And they did.
They're down. They were due for it. They were due for it, and they did. They only put up 20 against Buffalo's defense. Buffalo nearly dropped a 50 burger on them.
I think that a lot of that was the defense though.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Alex, what are you thinking here?
This is actually a weird line. At first glance, I really like the Bills. We were both high on the Jaguars before the year. Even at the beginning of the year, still we're getting kind of like we're a quarter away through the season almost. That's sad to say, isn't it?
Yeah, I know it
Uh,
hurts.
but the Jaguars have just kind of underwhelmed. But there's there's other situations. There's more context to this game. Jaguars have stayed in London. They're already accustomed to the time change. Buffalo had to go, even though it was only 5 hours. 5 is a lot. Okay, 5 is humongous.
And
That is
I was gonna say, depending on the context you're talking about here, that is a world's difference.
that's a lot. Okay, like
Well above average.
I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, you talk about 3 hour time change. And I'm like, well, now you're talking, but 5, fuck. So, but that is going to play a difference in this game. Um, you know, for an Eastern time game, they're playing at 9:30, like in the morning. Like the Buffalo Bills are waking up and they're playing a game. I mean, I know they wake up super fucking early anyway, but they prep, they practice, they not a practice, but they warm up, do all that shit. So you're waking up shit ton or shit ton. Wow,
Shit ton
early.
early.
You're waking up early for this game because you're not accustomed to the time change yet. You might try to, but Jacksonville will. But even then, even then, I think the Bills will figure it out. They might be a slow start, They might have a slow start, and they'll pick it up in the second half after they wake up a little bit. Jaguars money line maybe might be a good in the first half. Jaguars money line first half, whatever that might be a good bet until the Bills wake up, and then they're gonna. And I think they win by a touchdown or more. So
I couldn't agree more. I think that Jacksonville hasn't figured it out yet this year, so like specifically on offense. And I think that they're going up. They're getting a really bad draw here against a Buffalo team who's going to be sky high confidence on defense specifically, having shut down Miami and holding them to only 20 points. I'm probably also going to take Buffalo. 5.5 is kind of tempting to go the opposite direction, but I'm going to lean. But if Jacksonville have been playing a little bit better this year, and I know they won last week, but they beat Atlanta. But if they were playing a little bit better, I'd feel a little more confident in taking the points of Jacksonville. But right now, I just can't.
yeah, I don't feel confident in that at all.
We've come up against another no brainer here.
For sure.
Did you see the Giants on Monday
I
night?
didn't have to. I didn't have to.
It was atrocious.
Yeah.
There's no way I would consider buying like 5 points for this spread. I would
I
consider
did,
like teasing it up to like 17 potentially.
like people were trying to to sell me on Daniel Jones, and I just could never buy it. Like I can't believe those people tried to sell me on Daniel Jones multiple times, and I just you see how he's just scrolling. You see how he's just scrolling past. Anyway, but no.
We've already addressed this in a previous episode. I'm not getting into it again. You can't bait me. It's not working. You maybe could
uh,
get your brother all day long with that
but
shit, but it ain't working with
that
me.
shit was funny. He was
It ain't
just
working with me.
like that shit was crazy. But no, it's the Dolphins.
We've got an AFC. I don't know why my screen only does that when I'm on FanDuel, and I don't know why it bugs like that.
It wants you to make a bet on that one.
Probably. AFC South matchup here. We've got Tennessee traveling to Indy. Indy 1.5 point favorites in this matchup. I I like it. I like it a lot. I
You
would have.
showed me this line earlier, and you said it. I don't know if you changed your mind, but you told me it was free money.
I
Do you
it's
still feel that way?
it's got a little free money potential. I think I've scaled it back a little bit. I don't know that I'm ready to give it the free money stamp, but I can confidently pick Indy.
I actually like Tennessee in this game. I think they've been a little bit underrated. I'm not saying they're a good team. I don't really even like their team, but coaching does play a difference in this. And Mike Varabell, he gets his guys to play hard. And
Ooh.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Varabell?
Yep, that dude.
Are you talking about like Baby Bells, like the little cheese?
Yep,
Mike Baby Bell. All right.
yep.
Mike Baby Bell and the Tennessee Titans.
I didn't even say Baby Bell. I said Varabell.
Got it. Mike Baby Bell.
Well, what's his name?
Vrabel.
Yeah, Varabell. That's what I fucking said.
Understood. That's on me. I'm a
We're
bitch.
saying we're saying the same fucking thing.
All right. Moving on. Um I feel like this one kind of feels like a no doubter as well. And
Well, you're gonna have to tell me because I was down this one the whole time. I was like,
New England, they stink right now. That team stinks. And they're losing 2 starters on defense. Matthew Judon with a torn bicep, and Christian Gonzalez might be done for the year with his dislocated shoulder. They're missing 2 vital pieces on defense. I know New Orleans got curb stomped last week against Tampa, but they're going against a depleted defense. And this offense in New England, nobody can have faith in that offense right now. I think it's low scoring, but I have full confidence that New Orleans can cover.
I'm taking the Patriots. I don't know. They burned me last week. I took the Patriots against the Cowboys on the spread. That was one of
You
my
did.
losses. But I don't know. I don't feel confident about the Saints team right now either. Like as you feel about the Patriots, I do not feel fucking confident about the
And that's
Saints.
fair. That's entirely fair.
Because you said without a doubt, and I was like I have a whole bunch of doubts about this game.
You're like I'm filled with doubts. I
have
here
no
down
idea
here.
what to pick. I'm just picking I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I don't feel good about it though. That's expensive. That's an expensive game. The
Yeah.
opposite of free
This is
money.
this is definitely not free money for Alex for sure. This one hurts my soul
This was
because
this. I'm gonna let
I'm
you.
gonna have to do it, and I really, really, really don't want to. But sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you have to pick with pride and back your team. And then there's situations like I'm in where I have to make up some fucking ground, and I can't let my pride get in the way of me trying to make a comeback with our overall records. And I'm taking
What's
the
one game? What's
I'm
one
I'm
game?
I'm taking that I'm taking the team Pittsburgh's playing. I'm taking
It
them.
it's just one game, Garrett. Is it really gonna hurt you?
I'm taking the team Pittsburgh's playing.
I feel free money vibes from this one. I like the Ravens as well, or the team that Pittsburgh's playing. And I don't even think it's really the Ravens I'm sold on. It's just I'm kind of against what Pittsburgh's doing right now.
Yep.
I mean, I and I picked Houston last week. That spread was I like how Houston's playing, which teaser here. Um, it's a nice little segue. I'm gonna take Houston, but Houston's playing like they got some guys that they got some dogs on their team. Uh, I think their young guys are really buying in to it, and the winning's helping. Like they're on a good roll right now. So I think that helped the Texans with the Steelers last week, and plus Matt Canada is a fucking menace to society. I don't think he should be allowed in
I,
Pennsylvania ever.
I just I
But
just I just I just I just don't get it. How you
got
can
him.
have an offense put up 6 fucking points. The offense looks god awful. It does. It looks terrible. I guarantee you, I could go to your next. Alex is a coach, by the way. He coaches football. I guarantee I could go to your games this upcoming week and see a better offense than fucking Matt Canada puts up.
Oh shit, our offense is cold. I
He's
ain't gonna
a
lie to you.
fucking joke. He's a joke. And you did. You said it just a minute ago. Oh, I got him. Yeah, you did fucking get me. You got me. Hook, line, and sinker. The fucking gif of Patrick with the hooks in his mouth. Yeah, that's me. I just don't understand how we can sit here and look at this offense who hasn't put up 400 yards in a game in God knows fucking how long, and everybody else in the league's done it like what, like 3 or 4 fucking times. And since Canada's been in the role, they haven't done it. They don't do it. He said the offense isn't built to come from behind. We got to get to fast starts because you can't fucking coach an offense. You can't. It was a mistake when they hired him. It was a mistake being like, yep, we're totally going to give Matt Canada the job going into this year. And then fucking suckers like me bought into the fucking offense in the preseason. I ate the fucking cheese, and they've laid fucking goose eggs week after week. I don't get it. I can't wait for the team Pittsburgh's playing to curb stomp Pittsburgh fucking 28 to 9 this week, and Matt Canada is still going to have his fucking job. They're going to get curb stomped this week. It doesn't matter they're playing at home. It doesn't matter that the defense is good. TJ Watt, best rusher in the fucking league, paired with Alex Highsmith. The young guys in the defensive secondary. It doesn't matter. They're going to get curb stomped. He's still going to have his job.
I did tell you last year that I hated that they extended him. Like the Steelers did just good enough to keep him around, and I was like, that was a mistake.
it's reasons like this that Pittsburgh will never be competitive because Mike Tomlin has this mindset of he surrounds himself with yes men, and Matt Canada is a yes man. Whatever you want, boss, you got it, coach. I'm gonna do what you want, and he surrounds himself. He doesn't like change. That's what it is. Tomlin, it seems like, doesn't like change. God forbid they bring in a young offensive coordinator with a moldable young offense. God forbid. Who would have thought of it? We got a young offense. Kenny Pickett's first full training camp as the starter. All of these offensive weapons. No, we're gonna bring back the guy who I can't do it anymore. We're gonna move on. I'm sorry. I can't do
It
it no
could be
more.
worse. It
I
could be
can't. I can't
worse.
do it.
You could have Josh McDaniels as your head coach.
Alex picked Houston. I love that pick. Plus 2.5. I think they should be favorites. With the way
This
CJ
is
Stroud and this offense is going.
This might be free money for me.
I
I ain't
and I
gonna.
don't hate that pick. I don't hate that pick at all. I'm hammering Houston as well, tempting to take free money. Give me that all day long. Uh,
We got a good one out of you. That was. I thought you started. And I was like, oh, he's still going. Okay.
I don't get it, and I never will. Uh, Carolina plus 8.5 against Detroit. This feels like free money to me as well. Detroit's offense is elite. I'd put it in the elite category, and they're getting Jameson Williams back from suspension early.
Oh, is
He
he coming back
he
this week?
he's gonna look rusty, obviously, because he was rehabbing. I believe it was a hamstring in training camp, and he didn't play a lot last year coming off the ACL. But he's going to be in there to take the top off the defense, and they're gonna let guys like Laporta and Amon-Ra eat. They're gonna feast in the middle. And Aiden Hutchinson, who should have went number 1 overall in his draft class and he didn't, he, I believe, either leads the league in quarterback pressures or is in the top 3 or 5, and he's going to get after Bryce Young. He's going to get after him. I'm hammering Detroit.
I'm not. I'm not gonna say free money, but I am also Detroit. Like, man, imagine if the Steelers had a dude like Ben Johnson. You know.
I can't. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not taking that bait. We're
I
moving
gotta
on
just
so we can
keep
just get
feeding.
past
I just
this.
gotta keep feeding it. You know what I mean? Just gotta
Uh,
keep going.
Cincinnati is 3-point favorites traveling to Arizona, and to their credit, Arizona is a tough team to play. They're not
Arizona.
necessarily a good team.
Arizona is the Texans last year.
They're a tough out, and it looks like I don't think that they would actually consider giving Joshua Dobbs the job when Kyler Murray comes back. But if Kyler Murray can come back and play like 75-80% of himself, Arizona is going to be really competitive at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We're going to be really competitive.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let Alex go first because I've been going a lot lately. I'm going to let you go first.
You need. You're trying to get.
I'm like up here. I'm like up here. I gotta come back down a little.
I'm I'm picking the Bengals look horrible. And I don't know why. I genuinely do not know why they look horrible. Could be Joe Burrow's injury. Could be coaching. They just look horrible. Everyone's mad. Jamar Chase is like, I'm always fucking open. I'm 7-Eleven, which they don't even have anymore. It's called DK. But like why the fuck would you get? Yeah, like in where I live, it's like there's 7-Elevens. They're not 7-Elevens anymore. They're DKs. They're called
Really?
DKs. Yeah, it's weird.
Huh?
Same
Because
store.
that's crazy. I have a 7-Eleven at the corner of the dealership that I work at, and it's still a 7-Eleven.
I guess it's a Midland thing then. I don't know, but whatever.
I like how you
I
started to
know.
say the city you live in, stopped yourself, and then 30 seconds later,
I
not the
said it
city you
anyway.
live in
And then
again.
I had to remind myself, I was like, I'm not a fucking bitch. What the fuck? So I did it anyway. So you know what I'm saying? But
Do you remember that time really quick, really quick? Uh, I can't. I think it was Kane. Like went to go like say Trey's address in a video. He was gonna say like his full address of where he lives. Do you remember that?
oh, uh
It might have been during
Jewel?
like a hmm?
It was Julian.
No, Kane Lander.
Oh, it was Kane Lander.
I think it was during like a Survivor episode
It
or
was.
something. And he like went to go. I think he told Trey's full address, and we had to like blurt it out for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
He like said his full address.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn,
Like
this
we're just giving
motherfucker
out all
knows.
the public information. Like, good lord.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, no, yeah. I totally lost where I was going with that. But Jamar Chase said he's always open 7-Eleven. But like, I don't know what's going on with this Bengals thing. I cannot in good confidence pick against them on this small of a thread against a bad team. A team like the Cardinals. I'm not gonna say bad. They play. They come and play hard. So the Cardinals coach, I can't remember his name, but he gets them to play hard.
Uh,
Gannon, right?
Jonathan Gannon. Yeah.
Gannon, yeah. He gets them to play hard. I can't, with good faith, pick against the Bengals on a 3-point spread, though. I can't.
I see. The problem is I wrote down Arizona at first because I don't have any faith in Cincinnati.
It's like, but you expect them to figure it out.
Right. But
But
I mean,
when?
T. Higgins might miss this week with a rib injury. That plays a factor into it. Arizona's offense has nice pieces. James Conner's playing at a decent level. Michael Wilson spazzed last week. They still
You're
have
about to.
no.
Are you gonna go pick him up in our dynasty league? Michael Wilson.
I have a waiver, but he's not my top priority. I have a
Oh, he's
waiver
not
in
mine
for him
either.
though.
I know who yours is, and I've waited a couple weeks, and I put a waiver claim for him now because now you didn't go get him before. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I don't actually. Who are you talking about?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, I think I know because I mean I think I know. I think I know. I think I know. Anyway, Arizona has nice pieces. Wilson, Connor, Hollywood Brown, Rondale Moore, and they got nice tight ends as well. Zach Ertz, Trey McBride, and that shit they play hard at home. I don't know. I'm really torn. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna take fucking. I'm gonna stick with Arizona. I think.
I was gonna say you just talked yourself into Arizona. What's with the build up?
I think I'll take Arizona, but I don't have a ton of confidence in it. I don't have a ton of faith in that one. But
It's
I'm gonna
all
I'm
hard to
gonna
pick that one. It's
I
hard to
know.
pick that one. But
Uh,
that'd be a good ground makeup game for you.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This should be a really good game this week. We've got Philadelphia -4.5 traveling out west to Los Angeles to play the Rams. The Rams are the only undefeated team against the spread this year, 3-0-1.
No, I didn't know that.
Um, yeah, they're the last unbeaten team against the spread.
The tie game was the Bengals, wasn't it?
Correct. Where they pushed. Yep. They covered last week against Indy 29-23 in overtime.
Fuck, that one made me nervous because I picked the Rams. Tell you what,
And I picked Indy. Alex, I'm gonna let you. Well, you went first last time. I'll go first this time. Um,
just took my turn, but okay.
well, you went first last turn.
All right.
All right. Um,
It
I
doesn't fucking matter to me. I don't give a
I
fuck.
know. Um, I'm kind of. No, I don't know that I can. I don't think I can pick against Philly right now.
I'm
I
picking
don't know
Philly.
though. I think
I'm
I
picking
could.
Philly.
I can maybe take Los Angeles. You're
Isn't
taking Philly?
Staff hurt? Isn't Staff hurt? Like he's playing, but he's hurt.
Um, I believe so. I believe that's right.
I don't know. I'm taking Philly. Like I, as long as they keep giving these 4.5, 3.5 point spreads for Philly, I'm gonna take Philly. Like it's when you start getting to the 6, and I'm like, I don't know about that, but
I think I am gonna take. No, I'm gonna take the Rams.
okay. This man's trying to make up. This man is trying to
I'm
make up
apparently I'm
ground.
trying to get it all back in one week.
I
Either
know.
that or I'm gonna go fucking 6-10 or something. It's gonna be so stupid.
It's coming. Like Garrett, my time's coming. You know, like where I'm just, you know what I mean.
I I
Sometimes
think I think if Philadelphia had put on a convincing win against Washington, I would have more confidence in this pick to pick
I picked
Philadelphia.
Washington.
You did.
Pick
You did pick Washington. That is correct, I think. Um,
eight and a
and
half.
listen, Los
Yeah,
Angeles doesn't have to win; they just have to cover. I may not be picking the win, but I think they could get within 4.
they
So I'm
might.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Okay.
Um, Kansas City Chiefs, the Fighting Taylor Swifts are traveling to Minnesota to play the Minnesota Vikings, 5.5 point dogs. Alex, what are your thoughts?
I Cameron's a Swifty, so I have to guess right with the fucking Chiefs. I don't know. This is is there a reason why this is only 6 points? I'm not saying it's free money. I felt like it would be bigger. This seems like almost like an 8.5, 9.5 point spread for me.
I think that would be too big, only
Maybe.
because Minnesota has like the offense to hang. I think that's why it's a little bit smaller because Vegas is probably expecting a shootout,
Yeah,
which I would consider taking the over on it. It was 53.5. I didn't realize
that's
that.
high.
That's kind of a big game.
That's high.
I would still consider sprinkling the over just a little bit on it, but I wouldn't. I'd consider it.
Yeah,
But it sounds like you're taking Kansas City.
yeah, I'm taking Kansas City.
I Minnesota won last week, didn't they?
They did.
They played Carolina
I
and they
picked that one. Yep,
won. I
they
think
won.
they won 21-13.
Yeah, they covered. I know that.
Kansas City did not look good last week against the Jets, but the Jets have a
Jets have
good
a good
defense.
They have a good defense.
Uh, Zach Wilson played the game of his life last week, which is saying something because that guy's a bum.
And Kelsey didn't get his anytime touchdown score.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Not even for the switch. Now she's not going to come to any more games. Are you
I
happy?
think I think I'm also gonna take Kansas City, just for like a bounce back game. I think this could be a game where whoever has the ball last might win, potentially.
Win?
Yeah, whoever has the ball last might win.
Oh, that's crazy. Not sure that's the
Because I
case.
think it's going to be a shootout. I think Minnesota can move the ball. Minnesota just has to control the turnovers. That's the thing, and I don't. Oh well, yeah. Never mind. I
Well,
think Kansas City.
that's like telling a hoe to stop sucking dick. Like, sometimes it
All
just
right,
kind of
dude.
fucking happens.
I have a little more faith in Kansas City than I did before. I'm gonna take Kansas City. We've got the Nathaniel Hackett Bowl here. Nathaniel Hackett returning to Denver for the first time since the debacle that was the Broncos' job last year. Jets are plus 2.5 against Denver. Denver came from behind, as we mentioned earlier, against
Oink.
Chicago and won 31-28, but didn't cover. Fucking bastards.
That shit was horrible. That made me mad. I was like, what? When they were losing 20-7, like, all right, cool, I lost. Then they started making the comeback. I'm like, okay. And then they didn't fucking cover. I was
And then
like,
they didn't even cover.
The Broncos would win and not cover those fucking fat bitches.
It's brutal. Um, I think I'm gonna go Denver here.
I have no idea who to go.
I think only because the offense seems like it's starting to get some traction. Russell Wilson, for as much blame as he got last year for playing poorly, didn't play as bad as people think.
He didn't play bad last year. He
But
didn't.
he got most of the blame because it was expected Russell Wilson of old to come and help his team get back to the playoffs, things like that. So he caught a lot of the slack. Russell Wilson's definitely not the problem this year. He is playing he's playing decent ball this year. He's not the same old Russell Wilson. We all know that. We can watch the tape and tell. I think I don't have enough faith in the Jets offense to be able to put up enough points to hang. Because Denver's defense is not very good this year. That's thanks in large part to the mistake that was the hire of Vance Joseph. But I think that Denver's offense will be able to find ways to get up points. This could be another one of those games where we could see like a defensive or return touchdown. That's how Denver gets some extra points on the board.
Uh, I'm gonna go Jets. Jets just lost to the Chiefs by how much?
Uh, 3,
3 points,
I
right?
think
Like,
3 or 4.
I think the Jets defense can hold the Broncos offense to. I think the Jets are gonna come out firing, even though they're gonna, as best as they can, they're gonna play hard for their coach, even though he fucking does suck. Um, Zach Wilson hopefully wants to build on whatever he did last week. I don't know. I'm gonna go Jets. I wasn't sure about this game until we started talking about it, and then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go Jets. 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 Jets.
That's crazy. Our Sunday night matchup is a
Great
battle of
game.
two of the best teams in the NFC.
Great
We've
game.
got Dallas traveling out west to San Francisco. 49ers 3.5 point home favorites. Uh, there's only one thing you can count on in this game, and it's CMC anytime touchdown. That's it.
This might be the this might be the game it gets broken though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I at this point, I how can you bet against it?
You can't.
You
You
can't.
can't bet against it.
But it's a good defense. It is a very good defense. So you're absolutely right. This could be the week that that streak gets broken. Um, I think losing Trayvon Diggs is obviously going to hurt quite a bit for that secondary. I know you and I aren't terribly big on him, but his presence will be felt and missed down there. And I think this could be a bounce back game for Debo Samuel, who did not play well at all last week against Arizona.
He was rusty.
He played really bad. Um, I'm curious to see how many times Dallas's front seven gets after Brock Purdy as well. That's something to watch because if they get after Purdy quite a bit, and they have to lean on the run game, this could get pretty ugly. I'm gonna take San Francisco.
Why? Brock Purdy's like a top 10 quarterback.
I don't know a single human on the planet who thinks that.
I don't know. I'm referring to our group chat. I just I don't know.
I'm gonna take San Francisco, but this is a decently expensive game.
I'm gonna take San Francisco because I hate Dallas.
That's fair. I respect it.
Like that. There you go. Like
That's
that's
just,
what.
that's all the reason we need.
Like fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like whatever. It's a good ass game. I understand either way you pick it, so I'm just gonna pick 49ers.
I'm gonna let Alex go first on this
Oh,
one.
lovely.
The Monday night game is Green Bay traveling out to Vegas. Vegas is home dogs plus 1.5. I would be curious to see you start the quarterback, but I'm gonna let Alex go first, and then I'll give my thoughts.
Listen, I posted an article about it today. I really don't care. Like before the season, you know this. I had the Raiders winning 4 games, and I said their ceiling's probably about 6. Right? Which I'm on the fucking money right now because I said they would win against the Broncos, and then we were like lose, lose, lose. Like we're doing that, right? Like we're doing all that. So we're in that stretch where they lose, and this is one of the games they, I think they lose this game too. Um, I'm gonna pick the Packers, but the thing about it is you have to start Aiden O'Connell. You have to. I posted an article about it today. It's on Vendetta Sports Media. Go read it. I have some jokes, I guess. Um, but like, what is the point of starting Jimmy Garoppolo? Like the Raiders are already 1-3. Do you really think he's gonna lead them to the fucking paradise? Like to the fucking promised land of the Super Bowl? He's not. We'll be lucky if we make the fucking playoffs. So we know Jimmy Garoppolo's not the long term. He's not the long term guy. He's not. Aiden O'Connell, like he did not play very well. He didn't. He got sacked 7 times, had 3 fumbles, threw an interception. I get it. He's a rookie quarterback, the Raiders were still in that game. They were. They were still in that game at the very end. He threw a bad pick. It happens, right? I've seen it multiple times from all of our quarterbacks. But what is the point of starting Jimmy Garoppolo? That's the thing. What is the point? If you can explain to me what the point of starting Jimmy Garoppolo over Aiden O'Connell is, I might believe you. But no one can explain it to me because it doesn't make any sense. Aiden O'Connell might be a long term guy either as a starter or a backup. Hopefully as a backup because we're going to draft a quarterback. Hopefully, but like the rookie quarterback next year, and Aiden O'Connell should be your 2 main quarterback guys as time goes on. But starting Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't do anything for the franchise. It doesn't do anything. I'm going with the Packers. The Packers defense will play. Um, I'm not sure if the Raiders defense did come to play in the second half against the Chargers. Like held them to less than 100 yards, 0 points in the second half. But I'm not sure. I'm not. The Raiders defense still, and Patrick Graham, the defense coordinator, hasn't shown that they can do that for a full game. So the Packers defense is good. Can Jordan Love and the Packers offense muster up a couple drives? And I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Packers on this one.
I believe it's been the last 2 weeks
You said it was Freelo.
where I have picked against Vegas and I've said it's free money, and both have cashed, much to the chagrin of my co-host Chickster. I I think I like Vegas in this one
I don't.
okay, so I think I like Vegas. So I don't think we know who's starting a quarterback.
If Aiden O'Connell starts, I feel a lot better about this game.
That's what I was gonna say. I think if O'Connell starts, I have more confidence in my Vegas pick. I think what's stemming this Vegas pick for me is what you said. The second half against Los Angeles on defense. And Los Angeles has a significantly better offense than the Packers do. I know that Jordan
Mm-hmm.
Love right now is like a top 10, top 5 fantasy quarterback. That's all well and good. But this is also the team who blew a lead to Atlanta.
Yep.
And I I might like Vegas better than Atlanta potentially. I don't know.
The
I'd have to
Raiders'
look.
offense is just so stagnant.
At
Like
times, yes, that is 100% true.
usually you watch the Raiders games if the Steelers aren't playing,
Yep.
like because like
I got to
me
stay in the
and
loop.
my brother, right? And so, but like at times when they're playing, you're like, fuck, this offense can be fucking good, and then they just throw all of that shit out the window, and it's the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. It's well, not the worst,
I think another
but
thing that has me leaning Vegas is they really made an effort to get Josh Jacobs going, and he found the end zone last week. And I think that's huge for his confidence.
fuck,
The one,
it
the
took
one
4
thing,
weeks.
the one thing that does scare me a little bit is I think Rashawn Gary's healthy this week for Green Bay, and he is a dog. And he might eat against Colton Miller, or if he lines up on the right side against Illuminor, I think who plays right
Yeah,
tackle, who gave up the
right
6
tackle.
sacks against. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
right tackle.
Yep.
So that kind of concerns me a little bit. But
That should.
if they can establish the run, I have confidence in Vegas. So I'm going to take Vegas,
Mm.
but it's not. This is also an expensive game. I don't have a ton of confidence in this one, but I'm going to take
I
Vegas.
don't have confidence in either one of them really, but my thing is, Garrett, we haven't played too many good defenses this year. I mean, we played the Bills, but like, fuck, Chargers defense was banged up and they were horrible, and they had to muster up 17 points. Like they had to really try to get 17. I don't know. I can't. They're gonna go back to Jimmy Garoppolo. I already know, and I'm gonna be super fucking pissed about it. But what do I know? I'm not in the front office. Anyway, let's pick some free money, shall we?
Let's go over the picks, and then we're gonna hand out some free money games for the week. Our Thursday night game, we're both taking Washington, which I believe was one of our free money games potentially. We are
It
both
wasn't mine.
taking. That is right. It was mine. We both have Buffalo overseas. We're both hammering Miami. Alex has Tennessee. I have Indianapolis. Alex has New England. I have New Orleans. We're both taking the team that Pittsburgh's playing. We're both taking Houston with a decent amount of confidence. I'm hammering Detroit. Alex likes Detroit. Um, Alex is taking Cincy, and I struggled to take Arizona, admittingly, but I took Arizona. Um, Alex is taking Philadelphia. I'm taking the Rams to continue their undefeated against the spread streak. We're both taking Kansas City. Alex has the Jets. I have the Broncos in the Nathaniel Hackett Bowl. We're both taking San Francisco, and I've got Vegas. Alex has Green Bay. Alex, give us your free money games of the week.
How many do you need?
Let's do two. I think because we've been giving out some bigger ones for like a free money parlay, and we kind of get a little bit carried away, and
We
then we've
get
been
greedy.
losing. We get
We get
greedy.
greedy.
Let's take two games that we're surefire on, and that's going to be our free money parlay for the week.
The team that Steelers are playing in Houston.
Yeah, yeah. I deserve that. I get it. That's fair. I don't hate that for you. Okay. So you are taking this team here, and you're taking
Yep.
Houston. 255, that's respectable.
Yeah.
That's respectable. I am going to take Washington, and I'm going to take Miami. 264, also respectable. So mine is Washington and Miami. Perfect. We'll keep track of that as well as our picks
Just
for this week. Yep,
just for shits and giggles.
just
Just
for shits and giggles.
We have our two legs. We have
Yep.
our two legs. Cool. Let's do that. Nope, go back to that.
Okay.
And then add Houston and the team that Pittsburgh's playing. Just
Plus 11.95.
mm,
So $10 unit wins 119.50.
okay. That's not bad.
Not
Okay.
bad.
I just want to know. Just
Uh,
curious.
any last thoughts before we get out of here? Not this shit again.
There it is. That was it. That was
Perfect.
it right there.
All right. If you don't get the joke, switch over really quick. Watch the Hard Knocks College Football episode. If you liked this video, leave a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel already, smash the subscribe button. Share this with a friend, coworker, colleague, whatever. Share it with your aunt's dog. Just help the algorithm out here a little bit. And drop a comment if you think we're out of our minds. If you think our free money picks are on fire. If you are going to tailor fade us. And we'll see you next time.